Hello, guys. Welcome to the Jolius podcast. I'm here with my good friend Kiki, who works in one of the legal ranches here in Nevada.
Yes, I do. Thank you so much, Julius, for having me on your podcast. I'm so glad to be here. I'm so happy to share my thoughts with all of you guys.
Yeah. Everyone's excited to hear your freedom thoughts and the type of work you do. It's been quite a while. We've been going back and forth trying to contact each other. We've both been busy, and now we finally made the time to make this appointment here and have some fun.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I just had a lot going on in my life at the time, and I was just so busy working all the time, and then it just didn't happen. But I'm so glad we finally made it happen today. I'm on vacation.
Yeah, you're on vacation. Yeah. So what's it like working at the ranch? And how long's your vacation usually? What's your schedule like?
Well, I've been working at the legal establishments in Nevada, legal adults, Disneylands, um, for the past 6 years. I been with the same establishment for 6 years, but I just changed houses last month. I finally did it. Um, yeah, so I started in 2018, in March 6th, 2018. I have experienced a lot of things with legal sex work. I started independently in Manhattan,
Okay.
and then I finally decided to, because I figured that I'm so good at the job. I finally took my services legal.
Okay. So you've been in the industry for 5 years, and before
Six,
those,
six,
okay,
2018.
2018, yeah. So before that, you said you were in Manhattan.
Yes, yes, I
Okay.
was. I was a sugar baby kind of experiences before that, and finally joined the brothels.
Okay, interesting. So you had a big resume within the sugar baby industry in New York. Could you
I did.
expand upon that?
It was an experience. I like the stock market dudes. I like hanging out with intelligent people, um, people who run our country, and it was an adventure. It was a fabulous experience. I
Hmm.
loved it so much that I was like, I'm making all this money, all this cash. Like, we have to make it legal. Like, we're getting older. I was 19, by the way. I was like 19, 20, 21, 22. And then at 23, I was like, let me join legal brothels. I didn't even know there was like an option for sex workers to be able to work our job within the United States laws, federal laws. So I finally found out about brothels, and I came out here to Nevada. I enjoyed it for most parts. Um, my first establishment, I don't think I chose right. I kind of have experienced a lot negative outweighs a lot of
Uh-huh.
positives.
Uh,
Um,
are
and
we
then
are
I finally changed
go ahead.
process.
Okay. Wait, are we allowed to talk about that first ranch that you went to?
I mean, I don't care to mention names, but you know where I worked.
Okay. So it's still the same establishment where, okay.
No, it is not the same establishment. I worked at Sagebrush,
Okay.
Bunny Ranch,
Hmm.
and it just wasn't my fit. It wasn't for me.
Hmm.
Um, the establishment, the staff members, the owners was all right. The girls, not so much.
Okay. So like any other work establishment, you're just trying to find the right place to fit in. Is that what I'm hearing?
Exactly. I'm very like money oriented, goal oriented, like type of person, and I'm an overachiever. I go above and beyond. That's just my personality. I've always been like that, and The establishment that I was at, it was just a lot of toxicity, not from staff. I loved my manager, really appreciated her. But the girls, I just couldn't, I couldn't, I couldn't get along with the girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
couldn't.
so you have a very beautiful entrepreneurial mindset. I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And I'm assuming the other girls that work in the establishment are as well. They have a similar mindset to you.
Mm, no, I don't think
No.
there was anybody like me in that establishment.
Oh,
And I
really?
can say that with total proof. Like, the past 6 years it was their top booker, me, and I wasn't even trying.
Oh,
Like, I
really?
wasn't doing no podcast. Do you understand? We're in the middle of the desert. I wasn't doing any podcasts. I wasn't doing any marketing, above and beyond marketing. You're my second podcast today. I've done 3 articles. I was on Daily Star. I was on Viral Vegas this week. So the establishment and the environment that was there was holding me back. I couldn't fulfill my full um
Like your marketing duties, your
compatibility. I couldn't reach my full
potential.
potential. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
No, I couldn't.
Hmm. So the beginning establishments, you couldn't reach your potential profit that you could have made more.
I did great,
Hmm.
but I just felt like I was not able to market myself how I see fit. I had many opportunities to do documentaries, to do podcasts, to talk out loud, to speak my mind. And I wasn't able to because I was hushed down. I was hushed. Like, I couldn't speak my mind.
Was this during when you were at these establishments, or could you have done this when you were outside of work?
No, it was pretty much like, so there was this documentary dude. He's very popular on YouTube, and he reached out to me to do a documentary about my journey, my sex work adventure, whatever. And I was told that I couldn't do it, but now I finally have the opportunity to do what I want. And I work in a new establishment where the owner, it's just me and her, and we both working towards the same goal, retirement for both of us. And she is open to media. She is open to putting us out there. She is open to getting as much, not getting, but doing as much media as I would like. And she gave me permission, not gave me permission to, but pretty much we both agreed that this is a good route for us to take.
Beautiful, beautiful. That's really good to hear. To have similar mindsets, similar entrepreneurial mindsets. You said it's just you two working at this establishment.
No, it's not us two. There's a couple other girls there, but I'm not focused on what other girls are doing. I'm working towards my goals, and I've done 6 years, and I feel like wasted 6 years. I wouldn't say wasted because I still walked away with my house paid off, my car paid off. Like, I walked away with whatever I wanted, well, accomplishing something. But it is not just me and Bella. Like, it just, she understands that I have a very high IQ, and I like marketing. I enjoy talking to people. I enjoy letting the world know, well, the country know about our existence. And more than a sex worker, I'm also an activist to a stigmatized industry. I'm a sex worker, and we are legal and licensed here in Nevada, and we want to speak.
Beautiful, beautiful. That's good to hear. Being a sex worker activist, what's that like? What do you do?
You are my second podcast that I've done today, and I want to talk about our rights, our regulations in Nevada, how we are independent contractors, and some establishments treat us like employees, not paying us hourly. I just want to talk about our rights.
Yeah,
We
sure.
are human beings. We do what we do as
Mhm.
consenting adults. Yes, we are in the adult entertainment. Yes, we do have sex. Everybody has sex. We just get paid for it. That's the only difference. And we get paid well for it. But at the same time, like, I don't think we should be shut down anymore. Society have shut us down for long enough.
And you're trying to go against the grain and advocate towards your work.
Yes, I am. If I could, I would just make it legal everywhere, but I don't have that type of power.
Well, if you did have that power, because this isn't going to come in one day. Rome wasn't built in a day.
No.
What would you think would be the steps to make it federally legal, this type of work?
I honestly don't think it should be legal just in establishments in the desert. I think ladies like myself, I get tested once a week. I do like for HIV, STDs, all kinds of STDs, and I know how to pay my taxes. I pay a lot of taxes actually.
Oh, I
know how
bet.
to pay my taxes
I bet.
quarterly.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we should be given the right to do our job without having to choose. You understand? Like, okay,
Choose
so
what?
you're a sex worker, right? You find out that this is the career path that you want to choose to do. Totally fine. But just the only way for you to make it legal is being in the desert, even though that's what I choose to do. That's how I want to run my business. I like being on my new establishment, and I like having a partner to have like bounce ideas off of. But at the same time, girls should be able to do their job and pay their taxes legally. Just saying. Like the sex industry, the escorting industry in New York alone. Do you understand? It's like, I would imagine it's like millions and millions of dollars. The government could benefit off of
that. Yeah, there's a lot of unpaid taxes, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah. I did talk about this with my previous porn star friend, Courtney. I think she referred you to me, if I recall. That's actually how we met, through Instagram, through a friend.
Yeah, I saw her interview with you, and I reached out to you because I really liked your energy and how accepting that you are. Because at the end of the day, we are so stigmatized against. Like, we cannot just reach out to anybody and just get our opinions out there and speak to everybody. Like, a lot of people do not want to interview us, do not want to talk to us, don't want nothing to do with us. So I love that you are open-minded and having me on your channels.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
You're a cool person, I said.
Thank you. No, it's just that you're absolutely correct. This industry, any sexual-oriented industry or just the sex industry, is very shunned and blacklisted. I was at a photo shoot, and this one dude was trying to open another OnlyFans platform, and most vendor merchants do not want him at all, except like 3 or 4 industries that want to open and market his stuff, which is unfortunate to hear. It's really hard.
It is. It really is. It's messed up. And you would think like the whole world has sex. But as soon as you put a little bit of money into it, it's like all of a sudden dirty, nasty, gross. Like, why? Why? And you're forcing us to go to these establishments to just make our money legal for us to deal with a lot of more bullshit that we shouldn't have to deal with. I know how to run my business. Excuse me.
Yeah, go ahead.
I feel like I had no other option but to go to an establishment where I was not happy. And I'm not talking about the owner. The owner is the former owner. She's lovely. The staff are good. The girls, you're forcing me to be around girls that I do not see myself ever being around. And you forced me, the government, whoever makes the rules, forced me to, the only option for me to make my money legal is being around drug addicts, alcoholics, rude, street girls, drama, cattiness, disrespect, stressfulness all the time. And I didn't like it. I did not.
You're referring to the legal brothels, just to clarify. Okay.
I'm referring to my former legal establishment that I worked at. I dealt with a lot. I was there for 6 years, and I have never been so disrespected in my whole life. As much as I was in there, I've never seen such toxic environment as I was in there.
Yeah.
It was a very toxic environment.
Toxic work environment. Ew. Toxic work environment. You heard of that?
Horrible.
Oh.
Horrible. Absolutely horrible. It was. And I don't feel like I should be forced to be in there. No, not forced, but that's my only option to make my money legal is to go into an establishment dealing with cattiness all day and having to be around like 15, 20 girls who are horrible human beings. No offense, but very much offense. I don't feel like that's the only way for me to do my job legal. Like, I'm so happy that I finally found my house that I can be myself at, and there's very little, not too many cattiness. The new owner doesn't tolerate drama, no drug abuse, no drunkenness, no nothing. So I'm finally happy to find the environment that I'm happy with. But I feel like I shouldn't have tolerated 6 years.
Thank you for telling your story. Yeah, thank you for telling your story. It sounds like the working conditions within your profession legally here in Nevada, it's very terrible.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There is a girl that currently still works there that poured milkshake on another girl's laptop because she didn't want her to reach her clients. She poured milkshake on her laptop. Right. A+ for creativity, but goddamn, I would have smacked the fuck out you. Edit that out. No, just kidding.
Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine. You can curse.
because she poured milkshake. There was a couple of them. There's one that still works there. She poured milkshake on one of the girls' laptops for her to not be able to access her clients. And I've also seen girls go into one of the girls' rooms. She was this beautiful redhead. She had beautiful red hair, white girl. And they went in her shampoo bottles and took out the shampoo and put Nair. You know Nair?
No, what is that?
It's a shaving cream for your legs. You know, like takes off hair. They put Nair in her shampoo bottle for her to, and then she washed her hair fell off. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
That's terrible.
It's bullshit.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Absolute fucking bullshit. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I didn't know that these brothel girls were very catty.
Vicious. No humanity.
Oh wow. Sounds appalling.
Truly,
Oh my God.
truly appalling
Yeah,
that, you know.
I mean, so she lost all her hair.
Yep. And then she left. Because what are you gonna do? Press charges on like 12 girls? What would the other one did? Like what could the other one do? If it was me, like you put milkshake on my laptop, yes, I'm fucking pressing charges. But it was like a hush hush. Let's settle it all together, and yeah, it was a toxic environment.
Dang.
I'm
So the
I'm like glad nobody tried me in that way, but I promise you, like because I was top booker, I was like employee of the month, like almost every month. And I got on like employee of the year in 2019 and 2022.
okay.
Um, I like making money. I do, and I'm really good at my job. I was never tried in that way, like touching my property because I wish you would. I was never tried in that way, but I was very tried mentally. Very, very, very tried. I was given attitude, I was disrespected, and I would have to be arguing all the time. And then it finally was affecting me personally and affecting my like personal life. Like I would be home and stressing and thinking about this bitch, that bitch, or whatever. And I finally was like, it's not worth it. Yeah,
Yeah. It sounded like a lot of drama, as you said, hush hush under the table drama. You did
exactly.
No one wanted to get cops involved, and by that, mostly management and the owner, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm assuming, some other girls wanted to press charges against, people that did them wrong, but unfortunately, they did not have the power or capacity to do that at all, unfortunately.
And because it is like a job, I feel like a lot of people are just so scared to speak up. I don't want to go that far because I had a great relationship with the owner. Like I liked the lady. And
Hmm.
my manager was amazing too. Like she took really good care of me. I'm a business minded person. I'm very like respectful. I'm very appreciative. Da, 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 da. And I thought about it as a business. Like I never had an issue with management ever.
Mm.
Um, the girls was just a whole other story. A whole other story, honestly. It was just a bunch of fuckery.
I
But
bet.
it's such small-minded people. They were the girls that I was around are just so small-minded for me. Like, are we in fucking high school? I didn't even go to high school. I was homeschooled. But I know
Oh,
what high school was like.
okay.
I was
Yeah,
homeschooled.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I did it like a couple months. But it was just like, God damn, you're 30 years old. You're in your late 20s. Your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, your 60s. And as soon as you fucking make too much money, shit
Hmm.
hit the fan.
Hmm. Hmm. Wait, there's really as old as 60-year-old women at these ranches.
Yes, there is. And she's a horrible bully in her 60, what, 64, whatever, how old she is,
That's
in her 60s. And she's a horrible bully because the other girl was in her 20s and made too much money.
the 20-year-old made too much money compared to the 64-year-old.
Yep.
Hmm.
And you probably know who I'm talking about. Like, she's been in that establishment forever, but she's a fucking bully. She's a horrible human being. Like, bitch, retire or something.
Yeah, I bet. So between that dynamic, why do you think the young woman clearly made more money than the older woman?
Because we live in a society that appreciates, that likes younger the better. But I don't think that's right because I am in my late 20s, right?
Hmm.
And there was girls in my house that was like 19, 2021, and I still made a lot of money. That's not really always true. It's just about your I'm being my real personality right now, but when I'm at work, I have like this whole other personality that I portray. It's not really all about age, but it is. It is. Um, you just have to have the right personality, a sweetheart, nice person, which is very hard to come by in these places. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is everybody so evil? Why is everybody so mad? Why everybody so fucking like jealous all the time and negative? Negative. I was around negative motherfuckers like for 6 years.
Damn, sorry to hear that. I
I know, but shit, I got something out of it, so I'm not really like upset, but I'm gone now, so I can give an opinion. I'm
yeah,
ready to speak up.
there you go, there you go. That's what I like to hear. I have friends who also, that other than Courtney, who used to work at one of the legal brothels, and another friend. Most of my female friends, unironically, are strippers because I live, or how do I say this? I do a lot of photo shoots here in Nevada, and you meet a lot of strippers for some odd reason. And the stories that I'm hearing from what you're saying, Kiki, are very similar to what my friends are saying. You got cattiness, you got competition with these younger girls that are making more money, or you got younger girls who are very incompetent and they don't know what to do. They don't have that facade work personality, which you're talking about. So, Kiki, show me an example of what this work personality is like.
Amy,
This
book
is
me, Kiki Lover, kinky at iCloud.com. That's my email. And if you book me, then I can show you how good I can treat you.
Oh wow. Oh wow. So service.
But no, seriously, like we're
Mhm,
making a joke right now, but that's neither here or there.
mhm,
Like I came on here to just talk about my experience. It's been 6 years, and I basically just walked away, and I lost a lot of money. I was making like 400. I was on my way to make 500,000 this year. Like that's a lot of money. I feel like somebody should talk about the abuse and the toxicity of
mhm,
these environment, because they keep portraying it as this glamorous place, and I
mhm.
don't feel like it is. Something gotta change. I can't do that neither. Like just like I cannot make prostitution legal in all states, all over the country. I cannot do that. I cannot change these environment. It is what it is. But I have a right to exercise my Fifth Amendment to talk about my experience and what I've been through the past 6 years.
The work environment, the hostile work environments within these ranches, how bad is it between the girls and you?
Horrible. It's not just me. I was just the main character. But it wasn't just me. It's horrible between each other, horrible with everybody. I'm an empath. I'm a very nice person, and I can feel for other people, and I can feel energies, which is my flaw, I think. I'm very susceptible to negative energy. But it wasn't just me. They're horrible to each other, and I didn't want to be in a toxic environment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you were all fighting for clients, you were all fighting for who gets the bigger cut, you were fighting for what else?
Fuck, like everything. The bitches just want to be petty about every little thing, like what that one wearing, what that one doing. Oh, she gets picked too much. Every topic. I held my own for 6 years, right? Mm,
Uh-huh.
supposedly.
Is it,
Um,
go ahead.
but every girl that starts making too much money, they're like fucking flies. They're like flies. They gather on her and try to get her out, whatever it takes. Like there was this little black girl, African American girl. She started making too much money, and I swear to you, I watched it with my own eyes. I don't talk a lot, really, like usually, but I notice everything. I pay attention to my environment. I pay attention to everything. I'm a little OCD, and these girls just fucking gathered and got together, plotted, got this girl out, and it happened not once, not twice, not fucking 50 times, like so many times. I saw it happen firsthand. I know, like it's just the environment you work in. But it shouldn't be like that. It's up to the management to get rid of the trash. They don't take the trash out. Shit, trash day is on Friday. Take the trash out on Friday. You
Oh
ask
man,
me.
that's funny. Yeah.
If you ask me.
Yeah.
Uh,
So from the few ranches you worked in the beginning, most of the management and the girls overall, just overall, was pretty terrible trash, whatever negative word may be. Yeah.
I'll use the word trash.
Hmm. Until you found this Golden Goose establishment that you currently work at right now. Which ranch is it?
I work at Bella's Hacienda. It's a legal, proper run house. We have so many things in common, me and her, because we both are very spiritual, both are very positive energies. She doesn't tolerate bullshit, which I very much like. Yes, this girl is not making money. She gotta go. This girl is being an asshole towards her coworker. She gotta go. This girl is not mature enough to be in this sex industry. She gotta go. And it's just on to the point. Keep the environment as peaceful as possible. But the big houses that I was working at, they don't give a fuck about peace. They could give two fucks less. They throw you, you sign a contract, and then they throw you into the most toxic work environment. And like anybody will break. Anybody. And I didn't. I lasted fucking 6 years being top booker. But for our like biggest earner, who earned 1.2 million, and to just walk away from it like it's nothing because of the toxic environment that she was in. And I saw it firsthand. I saw how she was getting treated from her fellow coworkers. It makes sense. Like, fuck, somebody needs to clean house. Somebody needs to clean house. But they don't, because it's a big establishment and they don't give a fuck about quality. Quantity is what they care about. As many fucking bitches in there as possible, right? As many ladies in there. Keep them in there and charge them a room and board. Room and board is like $40 a day, and as many houses are rooms are being filled in as possible. It doesn't matter if it's a horrible fucking ghetto bitch from whatever hood she comes from, horrible personalities, violent people, felons, just trash. I'm so glad I'm gone out of that environment. I'm so fucking glad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like like my first couple of days, I was like, oh my God, like, kind of having grief in a way, like, oh my God, I just like let go of an opportunity for me to legalize a lot of money easily. But no, you gotta choose legalizing your money, mental health. And I'm so like glad that I found an establishment that works perfectly for me.
So through the mental health aspect within your industry, because you used to be a sugar baby slash, correct me if I'm wrong, escort, yeah. So between being a sugar baby slash escort or working in a legal brothel, which one gives you more peace and, lack of a better term,
Is that even a question?
sane mental health? I'm assuming
That even
you're gonna say legal brothel, is it?
No, I'm not gonna say illegal brothel.
Okay, which is it?
That's not even a question.
Okay, which is it?
I loved working independently and working whenever I want to. Say, okay, so I have my own schedule. I do my little online advertisement. Oh, I have this client $3,000 at 6 p.m. Oh, I have this client at $1,000 at 7 p.m. I can live my life. I can go do my errands, do whatever I want. I actually have personal life. I can have a boyfriend, which or girlfriend or whatever I want to have in my personal life, and I can just go do my client for an hour, 2 hours, and go home.
Mm-hmm.
I loved having the freedom to be able to do whatever I want, whenever I want, and being free as a human being. Now in brothels, I have to be, 24 hours in establishment, work 14 hours, whatever. Like that's what I had to deal with, and I should speak about that. And it was like getting a vacation. I'm an overachiever. I didn't take many vacations. I didn't. 2018, I didn't take no vacation at all. 2019, I did not take vacation at all. 2021, I took two weeks off in the whole year. And I like independent better. 100% I like independent better. But when I am independent, my money is not legal. It's useless. I can't put $50,000, $30,000 in my bank account because the IRS is gonna be like, "Ooh, where'd you get that?" That's why I know I can't do it by myself. I want it to be legal and independently everywhere, but someday that might happen. But or it might not. Like I just noticed in Manhattan, they decriminalized it. And in Maine, they just decriminalized it and put on the Nordic law or whatever it's called. So basically, girls cannot get arrested. Men can. For purchase, you can still get arrested. For selling, you cannot get arrested.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it just happened.
Oh, when was this passed?
In Maine, like 2 weeks ago. I keep up with the industry. I keep up with like every news because I don't know.
Oh, well, because you care about the industry that you're in. So I'm assuming, yeah, May around 2 months ago. Currently, right now, it's July 2023. There you go, keeping up with the times, Kiki. That's usually what intelligent women do. As you search it
I
up
don't know
on
about
Google.
intelligent. I'm just like trying to wait. Let's see.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
When did the main thing happen?
Yeah.
Maybe brothel owners would advise against that because, of course, they benefit off of it. So, of course, they're gonna advertise against it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be a problem in the future if there were legal brothels in every state.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like if there was supposedly a New York legal brothel, then they'd have to, fight against this law because they want to benefit.
I don't think this should be just that shouldn't be your only option. Brothel should not be your only option because you put in with toxic girls all the time. That shouldn't be your only option.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just saying, like I know it's not gonna happen, but Maine implements Nordic model law to regulate sex work. And that happened July 6th. Oh, you can't see that.
Yeah,
But
it's
yeah,
too
that
bright. But
happened a couple weeks ago, I guess.
it happened a couple of weeks ago. Wow.
Right?
July 6th. Congrats to that senator who passed that law or whoever passed it, whatever.
Yeah, like people really need to, these government officials, these senators, these people just fucking need to listen to us sex workers who are asking, make our job legal, please and thank you. I don't want to like. I love the place I work at now because everything that I expect. But at the same time, like we do not want to be stuck in these establishments. Oh, talking about it, safety, right? So if we were independent, we have more safety. We really do. The whole shooting up the place. My workplace got shut up.
Jesus, what happened? Why?
You didn't see that like it was in the news and everything. One of the girls lost her mind and shut up my workplace. And you're telling me it's safer for me in a brothel? How is it safer for me in a brothel?
Oh my God. Did she have was she in the establishment or was she off work hours?
A felon. I've never been arrested a day in my life as an adult. I've never been arrested. I do not have any criminal record. I follow the rules and regulations. I follow the laws to the best of my extent. But I was working with a felon. You're lying to me because you're telling me they're in the contract or whatever, like little bullshit that they was doing for you to like your sheriff card, you cannot be a felon. I checked, no, right? About a society, right? No, but they had this felon at the establishment that shot up the place. And then what do? They played it down, thought it was no big deal, couldn't even speak about it. They told us hush, hush, hush.
But you said this was on the news.
It was on the news. It was everywhere.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But we wasn't allowed to even like speak about it. So like what did I sign up for? Did I sign up to work at a classy work establishment that legalized sex work, that legalized prostitution, or did I sign up to fucking have my safety risked?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a crazy story to hear. It's so you couldn't talk to any reporters, I'm assuming. You couldn't talk to.
We were told, don't talk about it. Don't like even on social media, on Twitter. I'm very like I said, I'm an activist. I like to talk about sex work. I like to talk. I feel like society should hear from us firsthand. And I posted one little tiny comment on that felon who shut up the place article. I was told take it down by the media guy from my former place. I was told take that comment down. And it wasn't even like, it was just me saying like positivity. It was a positive comment. It was me saying, like this doesn't happen very often. This is my availability. I'm just marketing myself. Like as usual, I'm always trying to just market. Yeah. I know it's funny. I'm just putting I'm a very business oriented type of gal. Mm-hmm. And like, I'm available. I want to shoot you. Right, let me do this. I want to shoot you. I was told to take it down.
Yeah. Wait, so the social media manager at that ranch didn't even want you to post anything at all, whether positive, negative, mostly positive, as you're marketing yourself, because, you know, everyone is trying to make money at these establishments.
Basically, pretend it never happened.
Oh my God. That sounds appalling.
Scary.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
And you know what? I do not want to get sued for having this interview if I do happen to get out there. I exercise my Fifth Amendment right. I have my lawyer on speed dial. And I have a right to speak about my experience, my personal firsthand experience.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's good. You have legal protection if anything were to happen to you. You know, crossing fingers. I hope nothing bad happens to you, Kiki. You're such a wonderful person to talk to on my interview. I would not want anything to happen to you within supposedly around a month or a month and a half. I hope nothing happens around that time frame. Do you think ranches should give sex worker therapy? You know, like,
yes.
Do you think so? Do you think Nevada should have something similar to like California Medi-Cal, free health insurance
For sex workers,
for
yes.
sex workers?
I feel like Bunny Ranch owes me therapy. They owe me that much.
So specifically that ranch, why do you say that?
Because they made me go through, I went through so much and I feel like I can't get over it. Like, I went through so much abuse and trauma. I feel like they owe me therapy.
Mm-hmm.
They owe me therapy.
Yeah, we
I'm
don't
sorry,
have to.
like I don't mean
No,
to
no,
like
no.
be emotional on your podcast, but I am getting emotional. Like it was horrible.
Uh, yeah, we don't have to talk about that. It seems like a very traumatic experiences that some of these ranches do give to the girls because.
No, Bunny Ranch owner, Sagebrush owner,
Mm-hmm.
Madam Suzette owns me therapy. That's the least she could do. She's a multi-millionaire. She owes me therapy for all the abuse that I had to endure in that place. It's
Mm-hmm.
fucked up. Like I need therapy.
Mm-hmm.
I really do.
Yeah, you make a lot of money, Kiki. Have you ever considered getting your own therapist?
All the trauma that I've endured was through the Bunny Ranch Sagebrush brothels. They
Mm-hmm.
owe me that much. All the
Mm-hmm.
money that I've split with them, which they were taking half of my money, plus paying off everybody in the establishment. I was keeping like 40%. They were taking 60%. They owe me therapy.
Just therapy, nothing else. 30 to 40%, as you said, anything included.
60
You
they
want
were
60?
taking
Mm-hmm.
throughout, like through tipping everybody in the house, giving, paying off this one, paying off that one, paying off all the staff members. They owe me therapy. Am I gonna get it? Probably not.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Well, the good news is you don't have to associate with them anymore, Kiki. You work with, as you said, a reputable ranch that's legal, and you like the working
I
conditions.
just really, sorry, cut you off. This is not me asking for pity. Like I know what I signed up for. I know what I accepted for so long. I finally let it go. But I just want to get the word out there. This is not the glamorous bullshit that they sell you. It is not. It is a toxic, horrible, horrendous environment that you are gonna be in. So stop with the bullshit. I don't want no fucking money from them. I don't want to speak to nobody. I would never speak to them a day of my fucking life for the rest of my life.
Okay.
And I don't need their money. I gave June 60% of my money. I just wanna get the word out there. Like it's not that bullshit that they sell you.
Mm-hmm. So I don't want to slander anyone, but from what I'm hearing from you, they upsell you quite a lot to get you to work for these establishments.
Absolutely.
Are there any, do you remember
Sell you
any
a fucking
examples of
dream.
that?
They sell you a dream.
Yeah, that happens a lot within the sex worker industry. They sell you a big dream and you actually can make that dream happen. You know, fast money
If
is
you're smart
prevalent.
enough, if you're a good hustler enough, if you're very if you go and get it, but at the same time, if you do go and get it, then you're gonna have all these 15 hateful bitches behind your back stabbing you and trying to put you down as hard as possible. So yes, you can go and get it. Yes, it's an opportunity. It's a lifetime opportunity. Some girl was booking 1.2 million, $1 million just on prostitution, right? It's a lot of money. Like I'm not saying it's not an opportunity to get a lot of money, but at the same time, yes, every time you try to go above and beyond, you have 15 bitches behind you trying to put you down as hard as they possibly can. There was pouring milkshake on the bitch laptop. They poured milkshake on her laptop. They tried to set me up. They sent me this client who said he gave me money. He never gave me nothing. They tried to set me up on a daily basis. They tried to start drama with me on a daily basis. They tried to argue with me on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm. That's unfortunate to hear. It's the sex work industry is highly competitive between women. They will do all these dirty and nasty things just to make a quick buck, or just to keep you
And
not
they
from winning.
don't.
They
And
don't
they
what?
don't. That's the funny part. That's the joke to me. That's the fucking joke. Small-minded bitches, all they do is drugs and drink their fucking self to death.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck. I'm speaking about my experience.
Mm-hmm.
And I have video proof. Like I would sit on on the couch by myself, and these girls over there drinking themselves to death, doing drugs, and they do not advertise, they do not fucking do nothing, just sit there and be low lives and bother me. Let it all me.
So, what is your exit plan or your retirement plan to get out of this industry?
um, I love the house I work at now. I love that I have a good relationship with the owner. To a point, I actually have a little bit more say, kind of like I have a say to speak up to just the owner by ourselves without a middle person, and to be like, this person is just not right. It's not a good. She's not a good fit. You know.
So you're just gonna leave until they don't need you anymore? Is that what you're
It's not
clarifying?
that. It's not that, darling.
Mhm.
There's always a plan, and my plan is to open a laundromat by the end of this, like 2024. I want a laundromat. I want a couple of real estates. I want way more in my stock market. Um, there's always a plan in place,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna get it regardless because I'm that beach.
Okay,
No,
there you
I
go.
don't.
There you go. All right. What's your first step? What is your first step?
Save all my money,
Okay.
legal money,
All right. So you're gonna first step save all your money, then you're going to pick your investment.
a laundromat,
You
and
think
a
laundromat? Laundromat
come
first?
check out my laundromat. Shit,
Yeah,
I wish I
sure.
had a come do your laundry at my laundromat. Come wash your dirty clothes.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
No, but you. This is how you're gonna help me open my laundromat. I have an OnlyFans, Kiki Lover King. OnlyFans.com/Kiki Lover King. My Twitter is Kiki Lover King. My Cash App is Kiki Lover King.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. Anything else you'd like to say before we head out, Kiki? And plug all your socials, plug it all.
Just Google me, Kiki Lover. I'm on YouTube. The Kiki Lover, Instagram, the Kiki Lover. Just Google Kiki Lover. I'll pop up.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, guys, this is the end of the Jolius podcast here with the lovely Kiki Lover.
Sorry, you guys. There was a lot of negativity. I just really needed to talk about this right now. But I'm usually a very positive person. I'm usually a very happy-go-lucky type of person. And I would love to make your acquaintance and just make friends and
Yeah,
I'm a good person
beautiful.
to know.
Yeah, no, there's always a time to be real and there's always a time to be positive. You can be both, and there's just a time for one or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Julius. Thank you for having me on here. I feel like you were just like my therapist. I literally just told you all my trauma.
Oh, no worries. I kind of do this a lot. I talk to a lot of people. It's part of my job.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, guys. As I said, Jolius Podcast. You can find Kiki Lover on Google. All her socials will be available, and all of mine will be available right in the description below. We'll see you all later. Bye bye.